I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're gonna park and go take a look. Somebody was living here or something way back in the day. This is really, really old. Wow. Yeah, totally unexpected. I saw this from satellite imagery and thought it was an old, like, Chinese rock oven or something. California Powder Works, Santa Cruz. I've explained it many times, but it's what they use to blow out the mountains for the railroad. Yeah, this has a whole floor in it and everything. That railroad was completed in 1905. A lot of the stuff we find out here is from the late 1800s or 19th century. Wow. How cool is that? Some animal lives over there, probably a badger or something. Them things are nasty. You gotta watch out for them. Yeah, that's real fresh dirt. Okay, so something doesn't really live in there. It was a coyote digging. That's like an old horseshoe, right? Dude, how cool. That's super old. Wow, this one's really deep. It's not gonna do very well during heavy rain. Big piece of metal. All right, on to the next find. I'll show you guys the new Jeep real quick. Got some bumpers on it. Well, it's not new. I bought it used with a bunch of problems. I've been working on it all week. Yeah, but it's pretty much up to par now. I threw some new tires on it and stuff and a couple of accessories and things like that. But this is a Willys model. I love my Trooper to death, but it's a 1994 Isuzu Trooper. It's fun, but using it for everyday adventures just gets a little bit overwhelming. How cool. You don't really see can dumps without some sort of settlement or mine or something near. Seatbelt chime is going to drive me insane. I'm on 15 PSI right now, so I can't drive too fast. I just pulled over and checked the satellite imagery to make sure there was like nothing else we could check out on the way to our next find. And I discovered what looks like some old vertical mine shafts. So we're gonna stop real quick and check that out. Pretty sure I can fit through that. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. Oh yeah, we're fine. Looks like we got more than enough room on each side. We found it. Oh yeah, I can already tell that these are vertical shafts by the size of the tailings piles. On satellite imagery, it just looked like some pallets on the ground, but there were like dark holes and stuff around the pallets. It was kind of weird looking. So you kind of want to approach stuff like this with caution. This one's like blocked off. I can see some big cardboard or something. Ooh, dude, that one's probably about 30, 40 feet deep. There's an old phrase the race car drivers say out in the desert. They say, don't drive what you can't see, or only drive what you see. I think that's the actual phrase. If you're riding your bicycle or something, or your dirt bike or whatever, kind of blindly and you're just cruising over hills, if you can't see what's on the other side, slow down, because it could be one of these 30-foot deep vertical pits. They're all over in the desert. If you fall down into one of those, you're most likely not going to be able to get out. There's another one that hasn't been uncovered. So maybe we'll come back out here with a fishing pole and put the GoPro down with a flashlight, because if we do that, we can see all the animal carcasses. I bet there's a bunch of coyote bones and stuff, old tortoises. Yeah, dude, that goes down like 30, 40 feet. That's crazy. This one's covered. About 6 of these things right here. Every time the rock hits the bottom, it sounds like it smacks wood at the bottom. I don't know if they like build something at the bottom of those things or drop wood down there, or maybe that's just what it sounds like when a rock hits the bottom. Whoops. I keep smacking the belly of this truck on stuff. It's got some nice skid plates, but I'm kind of wondering if I should have done more than 33-inch tires in a leveling kit. I wanted to make the truck like really streetable so I can drive far out of the city and get to other trails and stuff without burning all kinds of gas and mud tires up. And I actually want the thing to have some power, so I'll probably just leave it on the 33s. This is a little weird. Yeah, somebody just dug down a little bit for no reason at all. Stacked up some rocks right there. That's cool. What a weird thing that somebody would build this. It's about 3 feet tall, I guess. Oh, that's a really old belt. Wow. Oh, it's gator skin. Dude, what? I just found an old gator skin belt. That's the weirdest thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's right next to this clothing here. Looks like an old jacket of some sort. Don't really see any tags on it or anything. Oh, it's covered in blood. Look at that. Wow. Yep, that's what that is. Super bloody jeans. Let me know if you guys think I should report that. Those jeans looked pretty old, at least a couple of decades, but they could possibly be much older than that. I don't really know what to do in a situation like that. I don't want to waste everybody's time, but at the same time, it's part of the video and I don't want to do the wrong thing. So leave a comment if I'm super out of line for just leaving the bloody jeans sitting there and continuing on with my day. So I for sure see like a 4-foot high rock pile and then maybe a makeshift structure behind it. Another weird thing is there are car tracks going up that hill way far off trail, so proceed with caution. No recent footprints anywhere. Might as well hike to the top. We're here. There's a bunch of caves here, so there's our car. We have to be pretty cautious around these caves for like mountain lions and stuff because they're up here. I guess we'll go down to this little cliffside here and take a look down and then make our way back and continue on to our next Google Earth find. It's very rare that you see completely untouched land. This whole valley is bare. No trails or anything. It's just tucked away back here. It's like a little crystallized pocket on this rock. This one has some like weird ball-shaped things coming out of it. Almost looks like a fossil, doesn't it? It might actually be a bone fossil. Dude, that's pretty cool. I came down the mountain in this wash looking for fossils. What is that? Looks like an old shell, right? Maybe not, but we'll keep looking. I've seen barnacles and shells inside caves in the mountains. That's pretty cool. North Las Vegas, actually, up in the mountains. Some very interesting things from a very, very long time ago. What is this? Dude, that's cool. Look at that. What is this for? Somebody made a little toy or something. Yeah, I wanted to keep this thing super streetable. I love it on these little pizza cutter tires. You can just do whatever you want with it. Go on a 10-hour road trip and ride some trails after. Back on the rock crawl. I'm gonna check out this can dump real quick. I just pulled over. Pretty interesting. Like a little purple glass. Hope this hill doesn't get too steep here, but it's already looking pretty shifty. Should be okay. I'm gonna go into 4 low just for the traction. There's some cool stuff in the wash down here that we're gonna go check out. Really interesting. I'm not quite sure what it is. Like an old metal disc or something. Maybe a UFO. That's pretty weird. That's like 4 feet wide. I've never seen one of those. I don't know what that is. This might get sketchy here. Okay, I'm reading terrain right here, and I can tell somebody flipped their car here before, because you can see where all the recovery went down. I'll show you guys kind of what I'm talking about here. I don't know if you can tell how crazy the angle is, but if my tires get up on these rocks and my other tires wash down in here, I could topple over. But yeah, there's definitely 100% been a car on its side right here. I might have to just crawl over these rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna put my driver tire right there. Oh, the joy of small tires. It is fun though. It's a lot more challenging. Another thing about my Trooper is that it was actually discontinued because it's so top heavy. And when you're out wheeling, like, you can feel what your car is doing. And I feel that truck getting top heavy all the time. And I have a roof rack on it, and I have it lifted like 4 inches. I have these huge tires on it, and I don't have sway bars on it. So going through stuff like that, I mean, sometimes I get to things just like that in the Trooper, and I have to turn around and go back the other way because I know that my car is just gonna tip over. So this Jeep still has its sway bars on it. A lot of people get sway bar disconnects if they're gonna go, you know, rock crawling or whatever, which I'll throw on this eventually. But for that, you know, heavy tilt and stuff, I like to have sway bars on my car, and I threw away the sway bars for the Trooper like an idiot. So the next thing I wanted to check out is actually right over there. I think I can see it from here. So I couldn't find a trail leading up to the final thing that we're gonna look at for today. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the Jeep parked here and take a nice little hike. Looks like about a half a mile, nothing too intense. So the final thing is right here. It's weird on satellite imagery, it looks like a regular trail, but then there's a break in the trail and almost like a covering or something. I don't know, it's weird, but an anomaly for sure, so had to come check it out. Ah, it's cool. It's a mountain bike jump. There's another one right there. Yeah, they haven't been used in a while. The drop-in's all washed out. This is really old stuff here. Or a dirt bike. That'd be a fun little hit right there. I wouldn't do it anymore. Back when I was younger, this is the type of stuff we would do out here, but yeah, it was made of concrete a long time ago. There's a bunch of the concrete bags blown all over the place, some watering cans. Not too sci-fi thriller like I was hoping for. No government experiments or abandoned history, just some bike jumps. Here's a little berm here. Looks like they kind of gave up on it, or that's just where they turn around and go back. Pretty cool. So I just made it back to the truck. Can't use my metal spoon. I'm gonna scratch this pan up. Making some orzo for lunch. This is good. This is a good time. What a good day.